The air in Willow Creek's community hall was thick with resentment, the kind that festers in small towns where everyone knows everyone's business. HOA Karen, as the townsfolk called her, wasn't just the head of the homeowners association, she was its iron fist. For years, Karen Gwynn had ruled Willow Creek's manicured lawns and cookie-cutter homes with an unyielding grip, her clipboard a scepter, her fines a guillotine. Her latest target was me, Emma Larson, a single mother who'd poured every penny into my little blue house on Maple Street. But Karen had decided my wildflower garden daughter Lily's pride violated HOA rules. Too unkempt, she sneered, slapping me with a $5,000 fine I couldn't pay. Sell the house, she demanded, or face foreclosure. The ultimatum stung like a slap, but what Karen didn't know was that I'd just been elected to the town council, overseeing her precious HOA's budget and regulations. The trouble began 6 months ago when Karen's inspections grew obsessive. My wildflowers, a riot of daisies and lupins, were Lily's idea tribute to her late father, who loved untamed beauty. Karen called them a public nuisance. She'd storm onto my porch, her heels clicking like a countdown, citing bylaws I'd never seen. Neighbors whispered about her vendetta. Some said she envied my home's charm. Others thought she just craved control. I begged for leniency, but Karen's eyes gleamed with victory as she handed me the foreclosure notice. "Rules are rules, Emma," she said, her smile cold as winter. I had 30 days. The town hall meeting was my last chance. I stood before a sea of faces, some sympathetic, others loyal to Karen's reign. My hands shook as I pleaded my case, Lily clutching my side, her eyes wide with fear. Karen took the stage, her voice slicing through the murmurs. "This is about standards," she declared, pointing at me like I was a criminal. "If we let one person defy us, Willow Creek falls apart." The crowd erupted, some cheering her, others booing. The tension was a living thing, coiling tighter with every shout. Then came the twist. Old Mr. Hargrove, the reclusive widower who rarely left his corner lot, stood up. His voice, gravelly from disuse, cut through the chaos. "Karen's been skimming HOA funds," he said, holding up a crumpled ledger. Gasps rippled through the room. Hargrove, who'd once been the HOA's treasurer, had kept records Karen thought destroyed. "She's been padding her own pockets while fining folks like Emma into ruin." The hall exploded. Karen's face drained of color, her clipboard trembling in her hands. The crowd turned on her, their loyalty crumbling like dry earth. I seized the moment. As the newly elected council member, I had power Karen hadn't anticipated. "The council oversees the HOA's budget," I said, my voice steady now. "I'm proposing an audit, effective immediately." Karen's eyes widened, her composure cracking. She stammered, accusing Hargrove of lying, but the ledger was damning years of misallocated funds, fake fines, and personal expenses disguised as community improvements. The crowd's anger turned feral, their shouts drowning her excuses. The next week was a blur. The audit confirmed Hargrove's claims. Karen had siphoned thousands, using fines to fund her lavish lifestyle. The council stripped her of her position, and the state attorney opened an investigation. My fine was voided, my home safe, but the victory was bittersweet. Lily's wildflowers still bloomed, but the town was fractured, neighbors pitted against neighbors, trust eroded by Karen's greed. At the final meeting, Karen stood alone, her defiance gone, replaced by a hollow stare. She left Willow Creek that night, her name a stain on the town's history. I sat with Lily on our porch, watching fireflies dance over the wildflowers. Hargrove's courage had saved us, but the cost lingered. Karen's actions had exposed not just her corruption but the fragility of our community, how quickly rules could become weapons. I wondered if we'd ever heal. What do you think? Can justice mend a broken community, or does it just expose the cracks we ignore?